Hello, friends, family. Thank you so much for being here, my beautiful light bringers. You bring light to my soul. Thank you so much for trying this video out if you're new, and do hang in there because I plan to have fun no matter who you are, what you believe. We should have some fun here. Now, I'm going to have a little sip of coffee real quick here, and then we'll get started. Oh my goodness, that's good coffee today. That's really good coffee. I hope you'll have some with me. I do like to visualize that you are right here with me, that you came to my door, and that I have your favorite beverage. So next time you come, or you can pause the video and go get your favorite beverage right now and sit down with me and let's do this together. Did I say who I am? I'm Olivia. This is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia, here to do your timeless tarot reading. When I say timeless, that means that anytime you find this video, it doesn't matter how old it is or how new it is, this video was meant for you. Your spirit guides have communed with my spirit guides, or however you want to think about it. You can even just think about this as entertainment, because I really do think that's an important part of what I'm doing here. In fact, do remember that these are general readings, so do take what resonates with you and leave the rest, and don't make life-altering choices or decisions based on this or any other video. Pick a card, okay? You can connect with me via Keen. I have the info below in the information box. That's not what it's called, but you know what I mean, I hope. Okay? So if you like this video, do hit that thumbs up. Do subscribe to this channel if you want to find me again. If you like this, hit that notification bell if you want to know when I upload these videos. And it helps our spirit guides commune, of course, via YouTube, via Facebook, via wherever you're finding these videos, Instagram. Also, share these videos if you see, if you're looking at these cards and you go, oh man, that looks just like Joseph Plosov over there. I should tell him about these videos. Do it. But most important of all, come back. Come share these with me again. I love that you're here. I love doing this. And let's get started. So how it works, it's easy peasy pudding and pie. The card toppers correspond to timestamps. So you can choose one, or you can choose a few, or you can choose all of them. And at the end of the video, I do a culmination. And there's a timestamp for that too, and we look for a common theme, and we talk a little bit more about the cards. So I don't know if I've mentioned what cards we're using. I'm just going to move forward. I'll list that information below, and let's get started. Well, first, get started means I'm going to have a little sip of cuppa, and you take some time and check out these card toppers. I'll show them up close momentarily. My goodness, that is a heavenly cup of coffee. And I don't know if you just saw that. Maybe I shouldn't mention it, but I gleeked. Yep, I sure did. Okay. Anyway, it's good that we're virtual sometimes, right? All right, let me show you the card toppers up close. So we do have a theme today, that we have Mother Mary, Mother God, the Virgin of Guadalupe. This is our pearl butterfly. And again, the Virgin Mary, Mother of God, but a different one on a shell. And last but not least, another butterfly. Now, butterflies do have significance in this symbolically, and this particular butterflies often bring messages from other realms or from the other side, or what we think of as the other side when someone has passed, or and so butterflies are significant in that way sometimes. Also, well, let's just leave it at that. I'm going to have another sip of coffee. It's so delicious. And then we'll move forward. Okay, so if you need more time to choose your pile, or then just go ahead and hang out and look at all of them, and then you can pick. Because some people do that. Some people do that, and it's fine. And I like it. I love it. Because then you get the continuity of the whole read. However, if you don't have 20 minutes or so to do that, go ahead and use the timestamps and skip ahead, and we are going to start with this pile right here. Your Kim Cran's Wild Unknown Archetype card is the Bridge. Your Golden Art Nouveau tarot cards are the Knight of Swords, and the Empress. Okay, I'm going to put them down here. And they are very shiny. I'm hoping that you can see them. We're not going to worry about what order they're in. We're going to talk about all of them, and they're all going to go together. And so, what does this mean for you if you pick this pile, or if this is resonating with you? It means a lot of things, and I'm going to start. Let's start with the Bridge. So, the Bridge, you know what? I don't want to start with the Bridge. Let's start with the Empress here in the middle. She is a major arcana card. She's a high card. She signifies anything that you can imagine when you hear the word Empress and you see this figure. She's beautiful. She's sitting in abundance. She has everything she could possibly need around her and more. She's basically on a luxurious, opulent throne out in nature. So she's Mother Nature in her most giving mode. Okay? And then we have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords moves forward aggressively toward what he wants. He can be unfeeling, leaving obstacles in his wake. And sometimes those obstacles are people. So then we have the Bridge. Okay. We're going to talk about the Bridge, and then we'll put it all together. The Bridge from our Kim Cran's Wild Unknown Archetype deck is all about, it allows us to travel from one place to another, right? That's in the physical world. Reminding us that I don't mean reminding us. In the metaphysical world, or in the world of imagination, let's just say that. In the imaginative world, a bridge can take us from one realm to another, from one reality to another, from one dimension to another, right? All right. So now let's put this all together. We have the Empress giving you everything that you desire. We have you moving forward, and we have the Bridge, and you're moving forward at a great pace because you want to get there. Where is it that you're wanting to get? That's the first thing that you need to clarify with yourself. Where do you want to go? Where are you going so swiftly? And then I want you to try not to burn any bridges as you go. Not that you'll want to come back, but you'll want them to be able to come to you eventually someday, possibly, right? Also, I guess I'm reading that in the Knight of Swords that I'm concerned that you're not putting enough of your that you need to feel more of the love, and be careful about putting too much aside as you move forward, about seeing too many obstacles. And instead of cutting them down in front of you as you move so swiftly, move them to the side. But all in all, this is a very positive reading. This is telling you you're on your way. You're going, here, let's put it, well, it does seem like it doesn't really matter. But you're going the direction in which you want to go. You're moving towards a more natural self. You're moving towards your highest calling. Don't burn any bridges, build bridges. And you have that capacity. And this is a magical reading, thinking of it in a magical sense. You're on your way. It makes me think of the book with Meg Wallace. A Wrinkle in Time. And let's move on. Okay, I'm going to leave these face up. So we're going to go ahead and look. Oh, I didn't show them all to you up close, did I? I don't know. We're going to show them to you up close now. The pearl butterfly. I do believe I did. I'm going to have a sip of coffee and we'll move forward momentarily. Yes, I'm going to say it again. Delicious. I'm going to smack my lips because it is. My earliest memory of coffee, twofold. My parents didn't drink coffee. We were raised Mormon. But my grandmother did. And I loved my grandmother, and it smelled so good in her kitchen. And I think of her when I see this pen. Okay, so what do you have? Aletheia is your wild unknown archetype card. Aletheia, which means truth. The Nine of Pentacles. I love this card. The Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful woman who is enjoying her wealth, her abundance. She's enjoying success and luxury. And then we have the Three of Rods. And let me put these down. We'll talk about them all together. Well, we'll talk about the Three of Rods too. So the Three of Rods is an honest self-examination. It's also success. So all in all, this card is about you reaching success in your goals. I really think that it's kind of significant that I chose the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot to read today, because they all do really seem to be about success and moving forward in success, whether that be money, whether that be a different kind of success in art or whatever is resonating with you. This one is about self-examination, a truthful self-examination. In AA programs, that would be called a 4-step. Now, I'm not asking that you all do a 4-step. These readings are they're meant to be just food for thought to move forward, a little entertainment. If you are interested in contacting me as a psychic reader, I have information for that below. This is... Now, sometimes these will really resonate with you, though. Okay, sorry, I am getting off track. So, let's get back to the Three of Rods. An honest self-examination. The thing is you have some things ready in the wings, ready and waiting. Something that will help propel you forward, new growth, the thing that will bring you to this success where you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. Where you're enjoying exactly what you're here to enjoy in this life, on this earth right now. Truth. Aletheia. I mean, I could make it more complicated, but it's really that simple. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward, and we're going to see if you picked this one. Or, of course, I'll acknowledge my beautiful souls that picked all of them because I think that's the best. I'm going to ring the little bells while I sip my coffee. So the bells help clear space, or clear the sacred space. I also clear with herbs and other things, but let's move forward. Let's see what you have. The Destroyer. The Lone Man, are sometimes known as the Hanged Man, but he is not. Do not be alarmed by that. The Hanged Man is in a meditative pose, looking at things from a different point of view. And we have the Page of Cups, a youthful energy. So this is pretty exciting. Now, I am going to go ahead and look at my notes here because it's got some profound with this, especially with this Kim Cran's Wild Unknown archetype, the Destroyer card. It's really wonderful. So let's go ahead and look at that. It's about doing necessary work, sometimes on yourself, on your life, on your past, on your spiritual growth. Now, this work can be painful. Now, it can be surgical. You can do so with surgical strikes. Do it precise. Or you can do bludgeoning blows. You can kick that sandcastle straight down so that you can build up something on a rock with brick. I don't know. It's about redirection. Now, this little guy right here, or personage, this little person, does sometimes have some trust issues, but only because of their inexperience. Okay, so basically he's here to say it's going to be okay and that it's all about love with this destruction. Now, you're looking at things from a different point of view. This is, he's also about potential and how your potential to move forward. This really, a lot of this has to do with a broken heart. The kind of broken heart that causes destruction and pain, possibly. Now, this doesn't have to be over relationship. This could be over a broken heart over something else, over something that you were hoping for, wishing for, moving towards, loving, and it didn't happen. So, or it didn't happen the way you thought it would, and you feel destroyed. You feel decimated. The thing is you're on the far side of this. You're already at the point where you're looking at things from a different point of view. It's not hurting as much. So this is the message for you, is to trust and to move forward and to feel that pain and feel that destruction. And if you're moving through it, still know that you don't have to bludgeon everything in your past to start again. You can do surgical strikes. I don't know exactly how to explain that in the way that I'm seeing it in my head, but hopefully that's resonating with you. And if not, maybe the next one will. So let's see what we have here under this butterfly. The reason I'm having trouble remembering if I showed you these up close or not is because this is not my first take. So I'm going to have another sip of coffee, and I'm hoping the mic is still working. I left it on, and so I only charged it for about 15 minutes, and I'm going to check right now to see if the light is on, and it is. Okay, so we are free to move forward. And you guys have a really, really, really good one. The Mother. That's your Kim Kranz Wild Unknown Archetype card. Kim Kranz is the artist. And you have the Nine of Swords as well as the Tower. Now, don't be scared. Those of you who know a little bit about tarot might be scared right now, but you don't need to be scared, because you know what this is? This is the exact picture of labor and birth, the crowning. Now, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, I'll give it to you straight. All right. Here you are, the Nine of Cups, woken up here. I'm going to show it to you up close. To me, this is all about waking up in the night with a nightmare. A really scary one, a terrible one, maybe even a night terror. Oftentimes I recommend EMDR therapy when I see this. If you have a lot of night terrors, EMDR therapy is a thing that helped me. So in this case, it may not be something that's chronic. It's a period of time where you're feeling hopeless and scared. Now, there's also a reminder of love in this card with the quilt, with the handmade quilt there, a very maternal kind of love and comfort. And then we have the mother card that's giving the whole feeling, and then we have the Tower card. Now, there comes a time when I'm talking about the normal physiology of a vaginal birth. Just so you know what I'm talking about, I'm not discounting anyone that had the surgical birth or anything like that. I'm just reading the cards in the way that I know how. So I don't want to offend anybody or hurt anyone in that way. And we're also not necessarily, and in most cases, talking about literal childbirth. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. But it's a metaphor for something that's going on in your life, something creative, something that you're birthing, something that you're pushing out and created, that you've created with your body. And I don't mean kidney stones. This is something that is life-changing. This is something that there will be a point in time, like a birthday. There was a before and an after in your lifetime. And this tower is not a bad thing. This tower is just the actual final push before the birth, before you hold your baby in your arms, this thing that you created, this amazing being or piece of art or new business or whatever it is that you have been incubating. You may even have thought you were stuck, because that's where you get when you're 9 months pregnant, ready to have a baby. So even if you're male, this is about your baby, whatever that is. And that you're about to see what you've been doing. You're about to see what you've created. It's coming. It's coming all into fruition. Fecund fruition, or fecund. I don't know how to say that word. Okay, let's look at it all together. Yes. I hope the mic is still working. I'm not even going to check. I'm just going to keep going. Let's look at all of these together first. I know this is going to be a longer video because I've been chatting. All right. So it is a big picture of success. It's for each and every one of you. It's about you have been moving towards this for quite some time. Whatever it is that you're moving toward, there have been some dark times in this. But you're at the cusp of a new beginning. Okay? It took destruction. Truth. You know, truth is destruction of ego. So that's really beautiful right there. The bridge. If you did burn a bridge, you can always rebuild. Okay? And the mother. The mother. Now, there is something else I wanted to say about the mother. And that is, let me look at my notes here. Okay, this was from Kim Cran's Wild Unknown Archetype book. I may be paraphrasing, but she wrote something to the like, Mother, regardless of the rest of our story, each of our hearts beat for the first time in the warm womb of our mother. She offered resources from her body to build our own light and dark aspects. Oh, no. She offered resources from her body to build our own bodies. She has dark and light aspects. That was a note to myself. So here we are. We're at the end, which is bittersweet for me, which means I have to say goodbye. Hopefully you'll come back. Hopefully you liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. I really enjoy our time together. I really enjoy doing this, and I love you guys. So see you next time.